This is your KATU News Morning Minute. Mount Hood over my shoulder is the scene of the starting place of the world's longest relay race happening this weekend. Hood to coast kicked off, runners making their way down Mount Hood right now. They'll run all the way out to the Oregon coast, ending in Seaside tomorrow. Most runners will be in the Portland metro area by this afternoon, so if you're out and about along the course, please make sure to give the runners plenty of room. Now, the other big story that we're talking about, it's about to get really hot. We can see high temperatures today in Portland near 100. We can see high temperatures tomorrow above 100, and that goes for places all throughout the Willamette Valley. We want you to make sure you stay cool. Have your emotional support water bottle available. Maybe even have a small personal fan. Seek air conditioning and just try to stay cool. Also wear light colored clothing. We're going to see a stretch of at least 6 days of temperatures above 90 degrees. Overnight lows, they're not going to get much below 65. And that is your KATU News Morning Minute. This is your KATU News Morning Minute. We just put the umbrella up here in the parking lot to offer some shade once the sun comes up because it's about to get hot. Overnight, the National Weather Service upgraded our extreme heat watch to an extreme heat warning. It's not just for the hot temperatures during the day, but for the fact that some locations will struggle to get out of the 70s overnight. Makes it very hard for those without air conditioning to sleep. We could see a run of about 5 days where temperatures for our daily highs get above 90, and we're going to be pushing triple digits Friday and Saturday here in Portland and the Willamette Valley. Multnomah County has not officially announced they are going to open their cooling shelters yet. We're hopeful they'll do that this afternoon, and once we get that information, we will post it on KATU.com. Across the river in Vancouver, some employees of the Evergreen School District want to strike. We're talking paraeducators, bus drivers, and mechanics. They say they're not making enough money and they want better benefits. This has been your KATU News Morning Minute. This is your KATU News Morning Minute. We entered day number 4 of our heat wave. The excessive heat warning still in effect will expire tomorrow night at 11 p.m. Unfortunately, this heat wave may have been deadly. Multnomah County over the weekend announced that they are investigating the death of a man in northwest Portland they believe is potentially connected to the heat. It's going to take some time to figure that out. The medical examiner is saying it could take weeks or months for them to determine the actual cause of death. In Central Oregon, the flat fire exploded over the weekend. We have level 1, 2, and 3 evacuation orders in Jefferson and Deschutes County, and that extends as far south and is encroaching on the town of Sisters. Governor Kotek signed the Conflagration Act, allowing more resources to come to the area. Your forecast, again, hot temperatures for the rest of the day. It's going to be a beautiful sunrise here in Portland, but like we said, we're still under the excessive heat warning through tomorrow night. Temperatures today into the upper 90s. And this has been your KATU News Morning Minute. This is your KATU News Morning Minute. The atmospheric river is dropping a lot of water, so we wanted to figure out how much water has actually fallen. At 3 a.m., going back the last 24 hours, PDX received just over 2 inches of rain. The Portland metro area is roughly 6,600 square miles. So you put those numbers into a calculation, and the Portland metro area has received 232 billion gallons of water in the last 24 hours. That is pretty impressive. Now this morning, we know lots of standing water out there on the roads. Mike Warner has been showing you that all morning long on air. Now, on the Oregon coast, some school delays are in effect to allow buses and kids to navigate potentially flooded roadways. We also know that there are plenty of flood warnings up for coastal rivers and some rivers in Southwest Washington. A complete forecast and everything is available online at KATU.com. And this is your KATU News Morning Minute. This is your KATU News Morning Minute. All eyes now on Jamaica as Hurricane Melissa is about to make landfall. The hurricane hunters are in the storm right now and have found winds above 200 miles an hour. They've also found sub 900 millibar pressure, making Melissa the 6th strongest storm on record ever. If she makes landfall at that level, she will be the 2nd strongest landfalling hurricane ever. This will be the strongest storm to ever hit the island nation. The capital of Kingston on the east end of the island will be spared the worst of the storm, but towns on the west end will see everything Melissa brings. The communities of Black River, Montego Bay will likely see 150 mile an hour sustained winds. Once Melissa makes landfall, it will take her about 8 hours to move across the island. Once on the other side of Jamaica, she will head to Cuba and then the Bahamas and the Turks and Caicos Islands before finally making her way out to the Atlantic Ocean. And this is your KATU News Morning Minute. This is your KATU News Morning Minute. It was the news that broke the internet yesterday. Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift, they're now engaged. Let me make a pitch on behalf of the state of Oregon to hold that wedding here. You can get married on the Oregon coast. You can get married at Timberline Lodge. What about Maloma Falls? We know Central and Eastern Oregon are gorgeous. Or how about picking one of the many vineyards in the Willamette Valley to hold your ceremony? You can't go wrong. Across the river, the Evergreen Public Schools employees and the district are expected to meet back at the bargaining table. Thousands of union members hit the picket lines yesterday as the district calls the strike of paraeducators, bus drivers, custodians, and other employees illegal. The district said the union did not show up to the bargaining table yesterday. The strike does not include the teachers union, but it does affect them as school has been canceled because of the strike. Many of us woke up to nature's natural fireworks this morning. Thunderstorms moved through the Portland area between 2 and 3 a.m. We're going to head for a high of 90, and that is your KATU News Morning Minute. This is your KATU News Morning Minute. And I just want to say thank you as we get ready for Thanksgiving. I want to say thanks for everybody that's reached out and supported us as we have done this Morning Minute over the last few months. It's the first thing I do when I walk in the office, and I appreciate everybody's support, your comments. And without you guys, we would not be doing this. So thank you, thank you, thank you. As we get ready to celebrate Thanksgiving tomorrow, we want you to have a happy and safe Thanksgiving. Please make sure that you are responsible and get home in one piece. Now I want you to hear from the other people responsible for this Morning Minute. Some faces you don't know and some that you do. Again, happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving!
Happy Thanksgiving!
Happy Thanksgiving!
Happy Thanksgiving!
Happy Thanksgiving, everybody in Portland, Vancouver, all around the metro, wishing you and yours happy holidays.
Happy Thanksgiving!
Happy Thanksgiving!
And this is your KATU News Morning Minute.